Hi ladies, Dionysia here. I wanted to take some moments out with you a little earlier than usual this week to catch you for a moment before everybody dives into the Thanksgiving weekend, because I wanted to share a little bit of gratitude with you. Many of you probably came to know me further into my sort of online teaching career, but in many ways, before I started showing up so much online, I was teaching in my community where I lived in Ashland, Oregon. And one of my favorite things that I did every year was speak at an interdenominational service that was put together by my dear friend who's a spiritual minister every year at Thanksgiving. So on Thanksgiving morning, my daughter and I would go to this service along with this woman friend of mine and her son, who was my daughter's boyfriend. So we have this sort of like family thing going on, but also other speakers from all kinds of denominations. So there was a rabbi each year. There was a Christian minister each year. She was a minister of the spiritual living centers. And then I was representing Goddess Path. Throughout the years, we had Muslim representation. We had Hawaiian luau. We had Native American speakers. So we had all kinds of faiths represented at this interdenominational service. And again, it was one of my favorite things that I did each year. And we each would come and speak about our perspective of gratitude and faith and spirituality from our spiritual path. So I spoke quite a bit about Goddess Path and being priestess of the goddess throughout those years each year at Thanksgiving. And then we would all go and have our big lunch together. And our tradition was that we would sit around the table and share our gratitudes. So I know that in a lot of ways, the origins, the roots of American Thanksgiving are questionable, and some of us choose all kinds of alternative ways to celebrate, right? And in the past few years, since that interdenominational service changed hands, and then there was COVID, and then everything's still sort of coming back together in person, right? My mom and pop have been coming out to Oregon from Alabama to celebrate Thanksgiving with us. So we've had a much more, sort of biological family time. But in both regards, a lot of time spent really counting our blessings and naming what we're grateful for. So I wanted to offer that out to you as something to consider if you're not doing that in your families or even in your own heart already, as we look at this time of Thanksgiving, giving thanks. That I would encourage you to really take some moments and pause and consider what you're grateful for. When we're in difficult times, challenging times, stressful things are happening, it can be really easy to forget the good things that are happening and all the wonder and the beauty and the amazing things in our world that we can have consistent reverie of and reverence for in our day-to-day lives. And it's a really beautiful way to help us strengthen ourselves and hold ourselves in a good way as we continue to navigate the times that we're all in. So I wanted to say that I'm so very grateful for all of you. Many of you I know in person. You've been on my webinars or on retreats with me, or you've been a client or a mentee, and I'm so deeply honored by your presence in my life and so grateful for all the time that we've spent together. And for those of you I've not met in person yet, I'm just so delighted that I get to be a part of your world in some way and that you get to be a part of mine. So I wanted to take just these moments to say thank you and how grateful I am for you, and that you are one of my blessings that I count on a regular basis. And I wanted to share with you that to that end, I'm offering 25% off of all of my online courses for the Holy Day season in the couple of weeks to come. And that can be for you personally. If there's something in my offerings that you've always wanted to try out or haven't had a chance to explore yet, there's a 25% discount for you there. And it can also be a way for you to empower another woman by offering any one of those courses as a gift to someone that you love. We need to help each other straighten our crowns and keep going forward at this point in time, right? So if there's anything there that you would love to gift to another woman, there's a 25% discount code for those as well. And you can see all of that in the buttons below for yourself or for another. And as always, you can reach out to me if you need to at support@dionysia.com. And once more, I give such tremendous thanks for you in my life. Blessed be.